How's it going, guys? Skoks, Chicago Blackhawks Central here, going to break down some recent updates from the past week, some Roman Kantserov news, a few other tidbits, not a whole ton going on. Once again, in the lull of the summer of the offseason, right? But we are officially, I believe, 50 days away from the regular season. So hockey's getting closer. Not a whole ton of news, but we'll get into some other topics for today. So let me roll the intro and we will get into it. All right, so let's start off with some Roman Kantserov news. Just coming out, I believe, last night from Russia. Once again, from Chicago Prospects, an amazing account on X or Twitter for just updates on prospects. A lot of European updates as well. So not very. What would you call it? Not very mainstream with the bigger prospects. Just focusing on those, but also some of the European prospects. So he has some information on them. So Roman Kantserov wins MVP at the Minsk Cup preseason tournament. So that was in Russia. Very cool. I believe this is Kantserov right here on the right. Let me pull up the screen so everyone can get a look at it. So let me know if that looks just fine. Roman Kantserov on the right side of the screen there with a little trophy, but very cool. Like to see that for a recent draft pick. I believe that was the Bedard year, so 2023. Roman Kantserov, and he picks up an assist, a primary assist as well. Love to see that from Kantserov. A lot of Hawks fans are high on him, and most of the prospect analysts, they're not super high on Kantserov, but I can see why maybe some areas of his game aren't as strong, and maybe they don't see that translating very, very well to the pro game. But we'll see how that turns out. But I'm looking forward to seeing Kantserov here in the near future, possibly next year with Rockford, or we'll see what happens. But he was the 1C in the preseason game a few days ago. So love to see that. Russian writing. Definitely can't read that, but looks pretty cool. Yeah, Kantserov, big ups on him. 1C. Love to see that, and we'll see if that sticks for his season. Partial plans from the Hawks. Their ticket plans have dropped for this year. So if you guys want to check out whether season tickets or the quarter plan, I believe it is. So you just get a chunk of the home games there. Very cool to see from the Hawks starting out here in August. Hockey is coming up soon. Time's flying by, and it'll be here before you know it. Once again, shout out to Riz. Anton Frondell looks in terrific shape. And yeah, he definitely seems a bit more fit, maybe. Um, yeah, CCM socks. That's pretty dope. Love that color scheme actually. Yeah, awesome to see that from Frondell. CCM skates as well, I believe, and CCM stick. Yeah, so he's decked out. Definitely. I don't see the brand on his helmet, but most likely CCM. Awesome to see. Uh, and he's still rocking number 14. So very, very cool over in Sweden, Frondell. So I don't think we will see Frondell for the preseason. We'll see what happens with training camp. I know Ben Pope put out that article not too long ago, a few weeks ago. Frondell most likely not hanging around for preseason because he's gonna start off in Sweden for this year. So we'll see what happens. And the voting is over for the Hawks Hall of Fame uh, at the Fifth Third Arena. So if you did not get your vote in for the ballot, unfortunately, I think it's too late. But yeah, head coach Blashill meeting up at Bears training camp with Ben Johnson. That's awesome to see. Two new head coaches in the city. And they were both in Detroit at the same time. So Blashill with the Red Wings and Johnson with the Lions. They were both there at the same time, but I guess they just never crossed paths. So that's pretty cool to see them meet up here at House Hall. Once again, from Chicago prospects, Anton Frondell is a 2 seed today for Jury Gardens preseason game a few days ago on August 14th. Very cool graphic. Shout out to them on the graphic there. 14, so that would be right here. Yeah, very, very cool. 2C for Anton Frondell. Eklund, he was on the third line. And who else was drafted this year? I thought it was another forward. Maybe he's not on the squad for the preseason game, but yeah. Very cool graphic. Yeah, so preseason's kicking off in Europe for Roman Kantserov and Anton Frondell. So cool to see hockey getting started early over there. So love to see that. I don't want to share the video here, but Bedsy with the backhand. Some training clips from Canada and Vancouver. Prospect Don, once again, more Connor Bedard offseason clips. His skating and edge work looks more crisp than last year. I like that Bedard and Celebrini are training with each other. It will help both players next season. Yeah, I've also seen that, and I would agree that Bedard's skating has looked a bit crisper, a little more, just a little more urgency. It looks like his strides are a little more effortless, just picking up speed from the first few steps. Uh, like in football, like we like to see their get off. So Bedard's get off looks like it seems a bit more quicker. So you love to see that with his first few steps there to get his speed going quick. So love to see that from Bedard, man. The number one thing I think we all agreed that he needed to work on was his speed, right? His skating is great, but his speed was something that you could definitely speed up, work on your form, work on your stride. So love to see that. Very, very weird, but the Cleveland Browns are naming Joe Flacco as their Week 1 starter. Just weird, man. Joe Flacco, he's ancient. That's crazy. Yeah, but back to Hawks hockey. Closer and closer, like I said a few days ago. Alex Vlasic. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's getting a lot of TV time, right? Not on the TV, right, specifically, but a lot of social media coverage. A lot of him, Nazar. Kaiser still has yet to sign the contract yet here in the summer, so let's hope KD, I guess, that done uh, for the for his contract, right? So I won't be too crazy on the number, but would like to see him get that done sooner. yeah, so we'll see what happens with Kaiser, but Alex Vlasic, man, getting a lot of media time. So we'll see if there's anything tied to that, right? Whether it's a leadership type of role with the A. There's been some talk of the C possibly having Vlasic as the next captain, but we will see what happens. Ben Pope, August 11th, Blackhawks assistant coach duties this season. Mike Vellucci or it might have been Mike Vellucci and Michael Pekka as well. They will be focusing on the forwards. Love to see that. Vellucci on the power play and Pekka on the PK. More of that defensive forward. Great on faceoffs. Mike Pekka, if you guys have played Hut, right? With in NA, like NA, any EA NHL, Mike Pekka's cards are like crazy with his faceoffs, like even from his base cards, like 99 is crazy. But yeah, Pekka, awesome. Sorensen, Anders Sorensen will be focusing on the defense, and Jimmy Waite once again with the goalies. Love to see that. And I covered the thing before Patrick Kane Day in Chicago will be August 8th. 8-8. Love to see that for 88. And he gets the city of Chicago has officially declared it. So that's a Patrick Kane Day. And I believe they were at Johnny's Ice House over there by the Palace Grill. Don't know what's going on with the Palace Grill, but yeah, Johnny's Ice House. I used to play there back then in the youth hockey days. Very cool place, very classic, right? Old school, a lot of Blackhawks stuff all over the place there. So yeah, shout out to Johnny's Ice House, awesome place. And I believe DeBrinket was also in town, meeting up with Kane, Drew Comesso, some Rockford Ice Hogs content with Drew, and Dana Gray does awesome coverage for Rockford. So I'd love to see that. And I don't believe I covered this last time. Nathan Bain, draft pick from this year, right? He has committed to Arizona State. So he was with the Kamloops Blazers. So he will be, I guess he's joining this year. College hockey. I mean, that's awesome. Love to see it. Arizona State, man. I believe his name was Paul Cotter, right? From this year's draft. I believe he was at Arizona State. So awesome to see Bame head of college hockey, man. I think that's great. Yeah, so we will keep an eye on that as well. The promotional schedule from the Hawks, if anyone hasn't seen that yet, lot about bobbleheads. Seabrook, Chelios, Makita Esposito, Keith, and I believe Jonathan Tays. Yeah, a lot going on with the promotions this year. But yeah, that covers everything since last time. So good breakdown today. Not a whole ton of talk, but with some hockey starting up here soon. Training camp is around the corner. Hopefully, I will be able to get down to the Fifth Third once again for one or two practices. Always love getting my eyes on the team during training camp. I like to see how the coach runs practice. Luke Richardson ran a pretty tight ship for training camp, but uh, let, let's see the differences with Blashill and Richardson. Uh, Obviously, can't make a whole ton of bold claims during training camp, but we'll see how the lines shake out, how they do in the scrimmage, right, with the line combos. But we will definitely see how that shakes out. So we'll see you next time. Once again, probably late this week or early into next week. We will be back with some more coverage, but we'll see you then. Let's go Hawks.